Thunderbolt sounds awesome. I have yet to have Thunderbolt inside my home. I welcome it, though, with both arms. But SATA seems to be something that would compete with Thunderbolt, potentially, and like eSATA, for example, like for external hard drives. Is this going to be another one of these wars of brewing?
I don't think so. The nice thing is that there are going to be Thunderbolt to SATA adapters so that you can take your SATA hard drives, because everything's, hard drives aren't going to change what they are.
Right.
There are going to be SATA hard drives for a very long time. But you're going to connect those SATA hard drives to a Thunderbolt adapter so that you can plug them in and access them at the full speed that the SATA is capable of. SATA has so much more bandwidth than what an SSD or a spindled hard drive is capable of reading at, that it doesn't really make any sense to upgrade the connector, just upgrade the quote-unquote wire. So it's just, do you go SATA to PCIe inside the computer, or do you do it on the outside of your computer? And so
they're not really competing then?
I don't think they're going to compete at all. It's really just going to be a SATA hard drive either connects to a SATA controller in your laptop that then connects to PCIe.
Or Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt chipsets have PCIe, so PCIe inside your computer is just a different form factor of the Thunderbolt port on the outside.
Right. The port, it's irrespective of...
Right.
Okay.
So you're going to go SATA to PCIe, and you're either going to do that over the circuitry inside the computer, or you're going to do it over an external connector. Right.
So, I mean, I can imagine that manufacturers could save a lot of money by going the route of Thunderbolt rather than building in like a SATA port, like externally to plug something in. Because you can get an adapter.
Right, and as you're starting to get thinner, lighter Ultrabooks, MacBook Airs, those kinds of things, you're going to see fewer places to put ports. You can't have four serial USB ports and a serial port and a VGA and an HDMI and a DVI and audio in, audio out, and all the other things that used to be on laptops when we had all of this extra space. Now you've got to boil it down to power and Thunderbolt port, and maybe a USB port, and that'll probably be it. And then everything else will just be
an adapter.
DVI to Thunderbolt, HDMI to Thunderbolt, VGA to Thunderbolt.
Everything to Thunderbolt.
Everything to Thunderbolt.
Including like a network adapter, potentially?
Yeah, I mean, that's probably one of the primary use cases for Thunderbolt, is with 10 gigabits of connection, you could put a 10 gigabit fiber to Thunderbolt.
Yeah, but you're lucky to get a gigabit at this point. I mean, right?
Gig E for copper over Cat 6 and such like that. But no, I mean, you can have a 10 gigabit fiber connection. So, in a server or a whatever. So being able to walk up with your laptop and plug it into the 10 gigabit fiber makes a lot of sense.
It's fast. You can talk about screaming fast. Interesting. I don't think I'd ever had maybe one or two devices that had an eSATA port. I just didn't get many.
They weren't popular on Macs. My Asus laptop has an eSATA port.
Do you use it though?
Yeah.
For drives.
For drives because it's fast.
Makes sense.